All right, guys, it's Jahlon with the Paradox Gaming Network, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of quick things just to put some more stuff in your head. As we talked about last time, it was all about the significance of your name and why you want to think your name through a little bit. And then I talked about a bunch of different social media platforms. And I know some of you are like, Jahlon, I'm just doing this for fun. Okay, then go, man. 2 turntables, microphone. You don't need anything else. You can go entertain. If you want to do it more serious, more long-term, you want to start doing it as an investment. These are all the things I wish I knew from the very beginning. Now, this is episode 2, and I call this one All the Right Tools in Your Toolbox. Now, you're going to notice that this episode looks different than episode 1. Now, that is because I'm using a different tool. I deliberately made these look different because I want to talk about consistency, and I'm going to talk about that at the end. I just wanted you to know that I know that you know that this looks different. So, first and foremost, if I called you up and said, hey man, I need your help at my house, and make sure you bring a hammer, the first question that you should ask me is, what are we doing? Because if you show up with this, we better be doing just, basic carpentry work. We better be maybe hanging some nails for some paintings, maybe taking some nails out, taking something apart like a wood crate, But what if I needed to drive masonry nails? Could I do it with this? Yeah, absolutely, I could do it with this. I might want this, though. I might want a little baby sledge. If I got to knock out a cinder block, if I have to make a big hole in a stone wall, I might want this. But I'm only talking about making a small hole in a wall, a precise hole. If I want to take the whole wall down and you tell me to bring a hammer, I better bring big boy right here, right? This is what I want if I want to take out a wall. And then, of course, if you need me to do sheet metal, I need the ball peen hammer. So it's all about having all the right tools in your toolbox because you never know when you're going to need it, but you want to have it. Now, for most of you, you're either going to be a streamer when you start or you're going to make YouTube videos. Now, I know in the first video I talked about, get on social media, think of a name, Google it, check it out. Make sure you check it out everywhere. Make sure you check it out at Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Discord at a very minimum. And here's why. If you're going to be a streamer and all you're going to do is stream, you can do that all on Twitch. If you're going to make videos on YouTube, all you need is YouTube. If you're going to make videos on Twitch, you really do want a YouTube because your stuff on Twitch is going to get deleted after a set amount of time. And then it's gone. It's just gone forever. One thing you might want to consider doing as a streamer is downloading all of your videos and then uploading them to YouTube. Number 1, it saves your work. It's going to be there forever now. Number 2, people are still very accustomed to linking to a YouTube video if you say something profound. And Twitch clipping exists really only in a small segment of the population. So if you have a Twitch, I'd make a YouTube. If you have a YouTube, you don't necessarily have to make a Twitch. I just would to have it. That way you have the tools in your toolbox. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a Twitter. Now, I know what you're like, Jahlon, I don't want to be on Twitter. I didn't want to be on Twitter either. I absolutely did not want to be on Twitter either. But the way Twitter works is that I send out a tweet and it's also going to advertise people to my Twitch and my YouTube because it's going to give people who follow me the opportunity to help support me. Now, I never would have thought this, and a year ago, I never, ever, ever would have been like, oh my God, I'm on Twitter. And here's my data from Twitter for 3 data points. July of last year is when I really started to snowball a little bit and start picking up subs. And as you can see, I did 25 tweets, and I'm so pathetic, I actually had a -1 follower. Now, I only had 12,000 tweet impressions. Now, in a later video, when I talk about the dynamics and the specifics of Twitter, I will break down what a Twitter impression is. But the real quick definition of it is This is how many times somebody saw your stuff. So just last month in March, I had 59,000 tweet impressions. That is a huge jump from July before. But now look at April 2018. And that's not even today's data. That's data I pulled when I was making the slides for this. 158,000 tweet impressions. So in just 1 month, I've gone up by 100,000. That's just more opportunities for people to see my stuff. Now, these are also the growth curves. As you can see, I pulled this data on the 21st. So even this month to last month on YouTube, my numbers exploded. And they completely dwarf last July's. In fact, I have a day this month that I did more business than I did all of last July. So is there a direct correlation between tweets and YouTube followership? I can't prove that because I'm not going to pay Twitter for the really in-depth data yet. But I can certainly say this, with 6,487 profile visits and 158 tweet impressions, certainly can't hurt. Now, so far, everything has been getting information out to your viewers, the actual product, and then the tweet about the product. Next thing, and the final piece that I think is important for you to have a Discord. The reason why I say have a Discord is, number one, when you send a tweet out, it'll go to your Discord, so people who don't necessarily want to be on Twitter all the time, you can set up a bot to have a channel that shows your tweets. That'll be the person will see the icon on Discord. But that's only the small potatoes. The big potatoes is this is the first time on our chart that you see an arrow with points at either end. Discord allows you to have two-way conversations in real time with your followers from either platform. Now, for me, I do a lot of self-instructional make yourself better YouTube videos, and that's what my streams are about. So I get a lot of interaction with my people during my streams, and then I answer almost every comment I get on YouTube. But it is a lot nicer for people to just be able to drop into the Discord and ask me a quick question, and then they don't have to wait on the comment. Or just having a Discord allows people to PM me and get an answer in real time so they don't have to wait on an email. So again, it's just another simple tool that helps you, and it's really what I think is the fourth of our 4 big tools. Now, later on, I'm going to talk about some other programs, some other things that you're going to have to get into depending on how good looking or suave you want to be. But I think that really flushes out the big 4 tools. Now, this kind of looks familiar, but it looks different. The reason why this looks different is because I'm using different program today. Today I'm using PowerPoint, and I know the thing you're going to say is, Jahlon, it doesn't look consistent, and it absolutely doesn't. I want you to know that I know it doesn't look consistent. Consistency is the key. But before you can produce something consistently, you have to get something to produce. Don't worry about making it perfect at day 1. You'll get it refined. It'll look better. You'll get there. That's why I deliberately took a step backwards today from my nice, clean, neat, polished version, because I've been doing it for a while, to this bare bones version. Because what I'm going to get into next video is going to be the basics, just getting started. Between now and then, if you guys want to get in touch with me, here's all the ways to do so. So feel free to reach out, send me an email, get me on Discord, or you know what, you can pop into my Twitch shows on Wednesdays and Fridays at the times on the screen, and then ask your questions in real time. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to get to work. I don't have episode 3 prepped yet. I'm going to go work on that, and I'll be looking forward to your questions. Take care, guys. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? There's videos up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.